Excuse me, Cosmic Kraken Striker? Or is that the right title? I don't mean to intrude, but I wanted to offer my condolences. I I know how much it hurts to lose family, and how overwhelming all of this is.
Oh, goodness! I suppose that would be my proper title now, but there's no need to be so formal. I am certainly not used to it. Stryker will do fine. I am very sorry I wasn't able to do more before I left the Warren. The intensity of the horde has been a shock to me, and, as you said, the loss is difficult. Overwhelming is exactly the right word. My house needs so much, and I suddenly feel I don't have enough tentacles to go around.
You have done more than you think, Striker, and your compassion for your house is inspiring. I am also new to this. I never introduced myself, did I? Officially, I am Archon Mykola Void of the Woodlander Family Alliance, head of House Iluris. Just call me Miko or Kola, though. I have only just stumbled in and bumped my head into so much responsibility in the role of leader. It really does feel like there isn't enough to go around. I don't know if you know this, but I am one of Sable Bright-Eye's children. I only just found that out. Honestly, I didn't know I was a litteromancer or that such things were real until the beginning of the year. The only thing I knew was Cinna, and I had only just gotten her back when the Horde took her. I was powerless to stop them. She offered herself to ensure that our supplies would survive, and so we would survive. A noble sacrifice, but not an easy one to stomach. Ah, but I'm not here to burden you with my stories. I came to see if maybe we can work together to help each other and lift each other. We are both new to this, so maybe we can learn together?
It is an honor and a pleasure to meet you, Miko. What you describe sounds similar to my experience. I have spent most of my life in the deep sea, occasionally running errands for the other members of my house. But now that my powers have awakened, I seem to be in the thick of things. I'm so sorry to hear about your sister. Please, do not think it is a burden. It may sound strange, but somehow the pain of those we lost in the sea feels easier to stomach when I realize the scale of the war and how many people it affects. The pain is not less, but somehow my determination becomes stronger than it, if that makes sense. I would love to work with you, Miko. I admit I never had much formal training and I only visited the swamp once before. I would appreciate any advice you have to offer. I hope it isn't out of line to say this, but you handle yourself well. I worry that I always give myself away. Sometimes color changing skin is not an advantage.
Thank you for that. And it does help to know that the experience isn't solitary. Not sure that is the right word. I don't have any formal training either. The dinos found me and brought me in but just before the April tourney. I left their direction for Chiroptera for the July tourney and was inspired to start my own house after. What I know isn't much, but I will try and help where I can and offer support as much as I can. We will figure this out together.
I'm not sure if words ever fit quite properly with grief, but the way you put it makes sense to me. My goodness! Starting your own house so soon? You are so brave, Miko. So much braver than me. I feel like I never thought much about houses until Zizi sent me to be an ambassador. I hope it's okay if I ask this, but you said you only recently discovered that Sable was your mother. Do you remember any parental figures from before that? Did you have someone to turn to?
No, I didn't have that. Cinna was the only one I had for the longest time, but she disappeared as a child, and I was told she was dead. I was an experiment by the company, if you know anything of that. It is why I decided to try and help everyone I can and to light the path for them. Lofty goal, but I try where I can, even if I'm not sure it helps.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know much about the company until recently. My bodyguard, Daciana, they did some terrible things to her. I don't even know if she can get back to her original form. No wonder you were so upset to lose her again. I am like you in this way, too. I don't remember my mother or my father, though I have to assume I have them. The first thing I remember is the sea, and after that, my Zizi. Coffee has been such a fixture in my life, I don't think I ever considered the possibility of a time they would be absent. It's almost like a phantom tentacle. I can feel it right here next to me, even though it isn't there. Oh, but Miko, you should know that you are doing good for others. You're helping me right now, as a matter of fact. I have been so preoccupied thinking about the needs of my house as a whole. It didn't occur to me until just now that it might be better if I focus on individuals.
It is important to think of the needs of the whole, yes, but it is also important to remember the individuals. Everyone has a part to play, and everyone hurts from the losses. Remembering that they each have a story and that they each matter, apart from the whole, is what gives a house its strength. At least, to me, that is how it feels. Thank you for saying that, by the way. They call me the Candle of Hope, but sometimes I wonder if I deserve that title. Getting to speak to you and know I'm not alone in my fears, pain, and struggles also helps, Striker. You are braver than you think. You have tackled every obstacle in your way. You have faced every battle with strength and determination, and I know that in your heart you bleed for every life lost. You would take their place gladly if you could, and that makes you a good leader, in my eyes at least. My mother told me that house leaders are the symbols of their house, and that people need to see that they are strong and they are willing to fight on. We are the ones that must rally the troops and keep going no matter what. But I also think that allowing the people to see that we care is important, that we are more than mighty soldiers who never waver. They need to know that we are right there with them, that we hurt, and that we are scared of losing more, but that we will keep going for them.
It's so kind of you to say that, Miko. It really means a lot to me. I wish I could do more during the battles. During all the battles I've witnessed, actually. I thought it was a failing of mine that so many were lost. That if I had only been stronger, maybe I could have. But no, it's not good to think that way, is it? It just leads to madness. Since becoming the hopefully temporary leader of my house, I've believed that I had to be the picture of composition and poise. Like Daciana, she always knows exactly what to do, and she never seems ruffled. Zabel, too. Sometimes I wonder why Zizi chose me to take their place when there are so many people who seem more qualified, and many thought I was too young, and I disagreed at first. It's only now, too late, I realize they may have been right, and I can't even tell them. I admit I question everything. Is this the right tone? Are these the best words? But talking to you makes me realize that no one can be perfect all the time. At least, not without a lot of practice.
It isn't a failing, it is war. Don't let the doubt consume you. I know that is easier said than done, but take the pain and make it your strength. Every loss we learn something new. Use that to your advantage. Remember the pain because that makes you a person, but don't let it destroy you. No one is perfect, and everyone has their own path. Be you first and foremost. Your heart is what makes you a great leader, and I, for one, can't wait to see you flourish in the future. Hopefully, I can help with that.
Turn pain into strength? Oh, Miko, you truly have inherited Sable's wisdom. Thank you. Here I was convincing myself I needed to become someone brand new, but I really just need to build a little bit on top of who I've always been. A new sheen, a little polish. I think you're already a great leader, Miko, and if I stick with you, I think I will learn a lot.